We can go live.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Paima Houston 9-day meditation program. Our guest speaker for today is Sanjana Pasumati. Sanjana is a final year student at Texas A&M University, where she is pursuing a degree in electrical engineering. She started practicing meditation in 2021, and that has become an essential part of her routine for maintaining a sense of balance. It significantly helped her to manage stress and maintain energy levels throughout the day. Welcome, Sanjana. Over to you.
Hi, thank you so much for the wonderful introduction. Um, can you let me share my screen, please?
Let us make you co host. Nandagaru, can you make her co host, please?
Okay. So today's presentation, can you guys hear me? Just wanted to make sure. Yes? Okay. Okay. So today's presentation is on thought power and all of its capabilities that it has, and why it's also very important. So, as meditators, we commonly coin this phrase, you create your own reality. And the reason is because you attract the reflection of what you embody. So, if we put this actually in simple terms, what I'm trying to say is whatever emotions, energies, and thoughts you put out into the universe is going to be the same thing that the universe is going to return to you in tenfold. Because the energy in the quantum world or the subconscious realm is actually much more stronger than it is in this material world. So we hear from everyone around us. Think positively, right? Make your day better. Don't let these emotions, negative emotions, take control of you. The thing is that it is actually not enough, right? Because thing is, even if 5% of your brain is thinking positively, our brain is like reprogrammed and wired to think negatively. And this is not something that we actually grow up with. It is because our society has trained our mindset to think a certain way about things, right? Before we even know the entire picture, we're already judging and complaining and making comments. But the issue is that we let these emotions and these thoughts control us, right? We have to become better than these thoughts. We have to learn how to control our emotions and rewire our mindset so we're always in that abundant state of mind. Now, I think everyone knows this experiment by a Japanese scientist. He actually tests two water samples underneath a microscope. And at one water sample, he yells all negative words, scolding the water, judging it. Well, for the other water sample, he actually encouraged it to give positive remarks. And if you put these under a microscope, you can actually see the difference in the water structure. One of them is very beautiful, has like snowflake and very beautiful designs, while the other looks very disastrous and cracked. The reason why I'm telling you this is I'm trying to show you the power of these positive words or positive thoughts or intentions you send. The thing is, everything in this world has an energy field, right? So in this energy field, whatever energy you emanate is the energy that you attract that is going to return to you. So it's so important to always keep yourself in a positive state. The thing is, a lot of things happen in our life. We go through a lot of challenges and hurdles, right? But the thing is, for example, let's say you're running late, right? Maybe you're running late out the door, maybe your coffee order comes late, and you start blaming or complaining about the barista who made your order. And you let these negative emotions take control of you. And because of this one negative thought, the rest of your day is going to get spoiled. The reason being is this negative thought leads to a chain of reactions that you'll put out into the world saying, hey, my day is not looking so great. And you're only going to keep on attracting these negative events in your life. However, if you treat it like a positive thing, such as, oh, maybe this has occurred for a good reason, you keep on going on and you don't let your energy level fall. Only when you are in the abundant mindset can you actually be in control of your thoughts and your emotions. So, a large part of positive thoughts and thought power is having the ability to manifest or attract whatever you want or need. Now, there's going to be two types of manifestation, right? You either work hard in the material world, you put a lot of effort and time to achieve the things that you want. But the second way is to create from the subconscious. Now, like I mentioned before, the subconscious realm has a lot more energy. So, anything you put out in that realm is amplified multiple times compared to this material world. So, for example, let's just take me. I had a very good experience. 2 years ago, when I was job hunting, it was very difficult to find an internship. I was worried. I had good grades, I had very good results and good GPAs and everything, but I wasn't able to get the job. So instead of manifesting by just doing hard work, from the material world, I started manifesting from the subconscious world. I started meditating, right? I started saying affirmations and things that I could actually help and boost myself, right? And thing is, you have to create it from the subconsciousness, like subconscious world, by believing in it, experiencing it, and the emotions that you go through when you put yourself in that state. I think a very popular question now in the interviewing world is to actually ask the interviewer, hey, 2 years down the road, if you were to imagine me in this role, what would be the reason you hired me? Now, this actually, you might be wondering, why am I connecting this to manifestation, right, in subconscious world? Because what you're doing is you're letting that interviewer imagine you in that role. In their subconscious realm, they're already putting you in that position and you succeeding 2 years down the road, and they have pictured you with all the qualities and requirements that they would have been looking for in a candidate, right? And this is what I mean by manifesting the subconscious world. If you can put yourself in that role, experience those emotions, those positive thoughts, you are automatically like putting yourself in the role and automatically allowing it to happen. These energies in the subconscious realm will automatically make these things happen. And only when you can really, really experience this can you really manifest something. And the reason why I also say affirmations are very important is because words are very important. They're very intentional. Thing is, you need to be very clear in what you're asking when you manifest or you put your thoughts out to the subconscious realm, right? So the thing is, let's say I want a good job so I can make a lot of money, or I want this device because it'll help me study and or get better grades. Instead of saying you need this to be able to complete that, instead say something like, oh, I just want to make a lot of money, or I want to study very well, right? And the reason being is because you need to ask yourself whether you really want that device or you want the result of that device or that job. So you need to be very intentional in what you're manifesting or whatever affirmations you put out there. And I learned this because we had a wonderful master come and give a talk in Houston a week ago, and he asked me, and I was telling him about my experience. He asked me, he's like, "Did you want that money or did you want that job?" And of course, I would say wanted that money, right? Because with that money, I could lead the life that I want, a happy life that I pictured for myself. And that made me realize that words are very, very important. They're very powerful. The way you phrase things are very, very important. But the thing is, when you manifest things or you attract certain things, you don't attract the consequences or things that may come with it. So when you affirm certain things, it's usually better to say that I want to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. Because when you have all three, you automatically have everything that you want, that you need from the universe. You're not looking for any specific thing because once you achieve that thing, you're going to be looking for the next best thing. And it's just a never-ending cycle of many things that you want or may need. So for that reason, it's just to say, hey, I want to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. And be in that abundant state of mind, right? What more can you need? Now, I'm also going to talk about genetics in this. And the reason why I'm saying this because, the thing is, health is wealth. And a lot of people don't know, but our state of mind largely affects not only our mental health, but also our physical health. So there is a lot of research going into epigenetics, and this is practically the study of how we can alter our gene expression without altering our DNA sequence. So gene expression is controlled by proteins, and these proteins receive signals through the DNA. And the thing is that our thoughts are actually very much responsible for the kind of hormones or chemical reactions that take place in our body that control the gene expression of our DNA. Now, the thing is, 1 to 5% of our diseases are actually hereditary, they're actually genetic, but 95 to 99% are actually due to lifestyle choices and decisions that we make. For example, if you were to take two twins, okay, but you put them in very two different environments, right? They have the same genetic structure, same parents and everything. But if you were to put one twin in maybe a negative environment, not so supportive, very disruptive environment, while you put another twin in a very healthy and supportive environment, maybe one twin will probably end up living longer, while the other twin might not live long, maybe have bad lifestyle choices, are very financially irresponsible, and many other things. And the reason why I'm saying this is because when we all have the same DNA, right? We all have the DNA that our body needs to heal ourselves, to get through obstacles or things that we may have, issues that we may have. But the thing is, we need to be able to control its expression, the expression of our genetics. And this expression of our genetics is usually controlled through our emotions, the choices we make, our thoughts that we send ourselves. And if you're constantly sending positive thoughts to yourself, you're constantly reaffirming yourself that you can keep on going, this will not tear you down, right? Make sure you're always in the abundant state of mind, then you know that you're going to be a healthy person because you're releasing that happy hormones, you're releasing dopamine in your body, the right chemical reactions your body needs to be able to heal itself and keep on going. And fun fact thing is that actually our body contains all the DNA and information that we will ever need, right? It's all passed down from our ancestors, from our previous generations. But the thing is, all of this is locked in our DNA. Thing is, it needs to be accessed. It needs to be, the signal needs to be shown. And we can control all this through our thoughts, our emotions, and the way we can rewire our brain to be able to heal ourselves and get over certain obstacles or consequences. I think we've all heard the hiker stories. Hikers usually somehow something wrong happens. They end up getting paralyzed, waist down, right? They end up getting paralyzed. But somehow something happens, they're able to really break through that mind barrier and start walking again. They go through physical therapy, and once again, they find themselves hiking like Mount Everest. They find themselves going on long hikes and walks. They're completely normal. Even though doctors might have told them, oh, you will never be able to walk, run, or drive a car again. And the reason being is because they're able to break through that mind barrier, right? They are able to use their power of thought and be able to overcome whatever limitations that they may have set. And that's so important for us to realize that we can be able to break through this barrier and understand and really see the direction in which our thoughts are headed so we could stop it before it becomes too negative and it starts affecting our energy levels. And I think the easiest way to do that is through meditation, because when we meditate, we are automatically blocking off any thoughts that might be bothering us, to-do lists, worries, maybe things that are coming up. And when you meditate, you like subconsciously enter that quantum realm, the space of energy. And when you're in that space of energy, you are automatically on a more abundant energy level. You can only attract positive things, right? We are more controlled, we're more happier. And when we are happier, the things that we want to happen in life come much, much easier to us. And this, pathway meditation, Anapanasati or breath awareness meditation, is probably one of the easiest ones out there because you just observe your breath. There is no chanting, there's no prayer, there's no technique, right? It's just observing your breath is enough to renew these energies and put you in the abundant state of mind. And hopefully rewire your brain and increase positivity in your life. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Sanjana. It is very insightful, very good. It is like awesome. I did not expect this from you. It is so good. I'm very impressed.
Thank you. Is there any questions?
I think everyone is as impressed as me. So let us go into the meditation. After the meditation, we can ask if anybody has any more questions. Okay. Okay, then let us all sit in meditation. Let us close our eyes, clasp our fingers, fold our legs, and sit in a most comfortable position. Let us connect with the group energies. When we are all connected together, the energy increases by threefold. Just observe your naturally flowing breath. Whenever a thought comes, come back to your breath. That's the only thing we have to do for the next 20 minutes. Let us slowly come back to our consciousness. Let us place our fingers gently on our eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let us open our eyes with a big smile and look into our palms. Thank you all for joining today. If you have any doubts, you can ask Sanjana.
Okay, I just have a comment, Sanjana. So you prepared the presentation very well, did the right thing. Only thing I would like to add, and mostly to help the all the middle schoolers, high schoolers, and college and everybody, it is that what is the output of meditation?
I think we need a better explanation by what do you mean by output of meditation?
Okay, you brought the thought power, right?
Yes.
So all the thought power is linked to meditation.
So when you meditate, right, you
Mhm,
are
mhm.
able to have a better grasp and control over your thoughts and your emotions, right? The reason why I'm saying thought power is because what I'm trying to tell you is thoughts and words have power, they have intention. And you want to make sure that,
Understood. I understood all that. I understood.
okay,
You are missing the link. So the link is when you meditate continuously, awareness is the output. And when you are aware of everything at every moment, and when you get into a low grade or something happened against your thought, and when you're aware, oh, okay, this is a one time thing, I can easily come out of it, and there is always a better chance for me. So that kind of awareness should be there. That awareness comes only through meditation. So that's the link between thought power and basically meditation. That's why I thought like unless you continuously keep listening to these kind of, you know, meditation things and wisdoms, you will not be continuously be aware of what you are doing. So I request all these kids to please continue in this path and be part of Paima for better evolvement. Okay. Thank you.
yeah, you're totally right. I think after I got into meditation, I've definitely been more conscious of things I've experienced. Like I said, like he said, grades or maybe bad experiences, late assignments. You don't allow that to bring you down or your emotions down. You just let it
Yeah.
happen, let it become an experience, and you learn from it, and then you move on. And
Yeah.
you're not too attached to the outcome. I totally
Yeah.
agree
So,
with that.
so that can be achieved only through being aware of it. Okay.
Yes.
And yeah. So meditation, the output is being aware.
Mhm.
Anyways, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Over to you, madam.
Sanjana, how much time did you take to prepare all these slides with your busy schedule? I'm like, how much time did she take? Uh, I was surprised.
I guess you could say this is also a result of thought power because I knew I was supposed to talk today. And believe it or not, I think this information is obviously like things I've gathered from like reading books over time. But preparing the slides, I kid you not, I think I literally did it like in an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, all in an
So
hour.
you have a lot of wisdom then. Great
Yeah, I
information.
was just gonna say, I'm sorry. To Sanjana, this is Arpita, by the way. When I was looking at your PowerPoint and listening to it, I was like, damn, she's so young and she has so much of wisdom already.
Very true.
I mean, I'm sure you're a smart student, smart kid, and you're very, I mean, just the way you're talking about the PowerPoint and the way you're conveying the message is so confidently you're conveying the message. Like I'm like, man, I wish I was like you. You're damn good, Sanjana. Really, really good.
Thank you so much. I'm trying my best.
You're
Always
doing
be
Actually,
great.
positive.
Trust me, you're doing the best. You're doing the best. You'll go places, that is for sure.
Thank you.
Sanjana's words came from her experience. That's why they are so good. Okay. Okay, thank you, Sanjana. And I wanted to add, Sanjana is a regular meditator. She joins our Zoom PSSM Houston Zoom classes every day. Okay. Despite
Sanjana,
her busy schedule, she always makes time. Yeah, go ahead, Saraswati garu.
yeah, Sanjana, would you like to recommend any books or which inspired you? Any books for the youth or anybody?
So one of the books that's really taught me a lot about like affirmations was How to Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. And this book is about, I believe she was in the final stage of cancer. A middle-aged woman, she was in the final stage of cancer. And if you don't know, usually at that point, you're bedridden. You're usually counting days till you pass away. There's not much you can do other than you're hooked up to machines. They're just monitoring your heart rate. But the thing is, she was able to completely cure herself from cancer from doing nothing new in her routine other than changing her thought pattern. She like literally rewired herself to think that she can get through this and she'll be leading a much healthier and happier life after she has like come out of cancer. She never believed that she would actually die or whatever the doctors told her would end up happening to her. She never believed in that. And, it really showed like the power of thought, how she was able to overcome, even like when society's telling you certain things, you can overcome it if you really do believe in yourself.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for sharing that.
Is there any other questions?
Yeah, like no. Chetna is there. Would Chetna share her experience?
Oh, I think she probably left.
Yes. Okay. Yes, you can, Anshula, you can end the session.
Thank you.
Nanda garu, you are the host. Can you please stop the session? And one more book for the thought power, I think it's You're the Placebo by Joe Dispenza.
Mm-hmm.
He also recovered from a big accident.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think The Secret by Rhonda Bryan, I think. I forgot how to pronounce her last name. But it's a very